Something big is brewing, Dolphins fans. 3 storylines, shaking the locker room, putting heat on the leaders, and throwing Miami's future into question. We're breaking down what's going on behind the scenes, on the field, and in those heated conversations between coach and owner. The energy in Miami is wild right now, and you're about to see why. Is this the start of a comeback, or the storm that finally breaks everything? You're not going to believe what we've got today. So sit back, drop a like, and let's get right into it. Subscribe to the channel so we can hit 1,000 and show the power of this Dolphins fan base. It starts like this. Something feels different in the Miami air. After the 6th straight loss, there's no denying it, this team that once promised fireworks is facing some tough decisions. And right in the middle of it, 2 names that used to symbolize hope and intensity on defense, Bradley Chubb and Yellen Phillips. Now both are popping up in trade rumors as teams around the league look for pass rush help. It's the kind of story that hits you right in the pride, because talking about selling at this point in the season feels like admitting the plan fell apart. Big voices like Adam Schefter are already reporting that teams are circling and the asking price won't be cheap. Chubb came back from a brutal injury-torn ACL, meniscus, and patella tendon, still showed up strong. For sacks, veteran leadership, consistency every week, but when you dig into the analytics, it gets complicated. PFF has him ranked 95th out of 110 edge rushers this season. That's rough. It paints the picture of a franchise, caught between keeping an expensive vet during a looming rebuild or ripping off the Band-Aid and looking ahead. The money side doesn't help either. Chubb's 5-year, $110 million deal looked heavy, but the way it was restructured gives Miami flexibility. Translation: they can move him without getting buried in dead money. That makes him both tradable and valuable, but also irreplaceable in terms of leadership. And in a locker room already walking a fine line, losing another veteran voice could be the push that sends it all over the edge. Then there's Yellen Phillips, the hometown kid once seen as the future of the defense. Now fighting through injury after injury, Achilles knee, lost season, and now trying to claw back into rhythm. He's playing around 70% of the snaps, but has just 1 sack to show for it. Still, teams like the 49ers, Commanders, Chiefs, and Eagles are reportedly sniffing around. That tells you everything about how respected his talent still is, even if the production hasn't followed yet. Fans feel this deep. Every trade rumor hits like a reminder that the spark from 2022 is gone, and survival mode has kicked in. GM Chris Grier and head coach Mike McDaniel are both under fire, forced to decide if it's time to think long-term or keep fighting for a playoff dream that's slipping away. If they trade these guys, it signals surrender. If they don't, they're betting everything on a miracle. Either way, Miami's standing on the edge, about to find out if it still has the fight to stay relevant. And then came Tua Tagovailoa's moment. After the loss to the Chargers, the usually calm and private quarterback spoke up. And when I say spoke up, I mean he called out teammates for being late to meetings, ignoring rules, and breaking the team's internal order. That kind of talk doesn't usually leave the locker room. But Tua let it out, and the league noticed. Reporters jumped all over it. James Palmer from The Athletic said veterans across the NFL were stunned. You don't talk about team meetings, they said. But coming from Tua, it hit differently. He's not dramatic. He's not a hothead. He's measured. So when he snaps, it means the frustration has been boiling for a while. And people inside the building say there might be one specific player behind his comments. Someone who's been testing the limits for weeks. No names confirmed, but the whispers are loud. For fans, this digs into something deeper. The issue isn't just losing discipline. A 1-5 start doesn't happen from bad luck. It comes from cracks in unity. Miami's got stars, sure, but the locker room pulse feels offbeat. Tua tried to shock it back to life. Some vets said it was needed, others said he went too far. Did he step up as a leader, or just vent his frustration? That's the debate now lighting up every Dolphins forum from South Beach to Broward. Inside the facility, though, some think this could be the spark for real change. Because there's no denying the talent on this roster, The challenge is making it click again. And this Sunday against the Browns isn't just another game. It's a character test. Either the team rallies behind the quarterback or confirms every rumor about a broken locker room. Fans are split. Some back Tua for demanding professionalism. Others think he broke the code. And that tension mirrors what's happening on the field. Close losses, sloppy execution, missed communication. It's all connected. But through it, Tua's showing something important. He's not just trying to be the face of the franchise, he's trying to be its heartbeat. It's uncomfortable leadership, but maybe that's exactly what this team's been missing. And that's not even the wildest part of the story. Because while the noise around players is loud, the silence from the top is louder. After yet another painful loss, Mike McDaniel had to face both the media and Dolphins owner Stephen Ross. No yelling, no finger pointing. Just a serious talk about accountability. 4 of Miami's losses this year came in games they were leading late, and Ross wanted answers. That's where McDaniel's reality sets in. Sitting at 1-5, his once promising high-energy project is starting to feel stale. The offense looks predictable, the defense collapses under pressure, and even McDaniel's calm, quirky vibe seems to be cracking. Miami media is already talking about rising tension and possible staff changes if things don't turn around soon. That conversation with Ross? It might have been the first warning shot. On the field, it's a reflection of the chaos. Tua looked rattled against the Chargers' mistimed throws, bad reads, forced plays. His passer rating tanked. The offense that used to scare defenses now looks uncertain. Devin Akani, though, was electric again, 120-plus yards. 2 touchdowns, doing everything he could to keep the team alive. But even he looked defeated at the end, like he knew effort alone won't fix this. And you can feel it at Hard Rock Stadium. What used to be a party feels tense now. The cheers sound more like demands. Fans are tired of moral victories. McDaniel, usually cool and collected, has started showing cracked short answers. Long pauses. The look of a man trying to fix everything at once. He keeps saying the focus is on getting it right in Cleveland, but everyone knows what's really at stake. Still, some believe he's the only one who can steer this ship. McDaniel's a thinker, a creative mind. But now he's got to prove he can handle the emotional side too. Ross hasn't lost faith yet, but that patience is running thin. Another loss could trigger big changes, maybe even before the season ends. The pressure isn't just on McDaniel anymore, it's on Grier too. So now the question hanging over Miami is simple. How far can this team fall before it fights back? We'll find out soon enough. Sunday against the Browns isn't just another chance, it's a crossroads. Because if the Dolphins lose again, the McDaniel era might start crumbling for real. But if they win, maybe, just maybe, that's where the comeback begins. What we've seen today isn't just news, it's the raw story of a team on the edge. Chubb and Phillips could be trade chips. Tua lit a fire in the locker room. McDaniel's trying to keep it all from burning down. But through it all, one thing never changes: the heart of this fan base. So what do you think, Dolphins Nation? Will this team rise like champions or collapse under pressure? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like button, and show that aqua and orange pride still runs deep.